cannot believe it. Hearing from Seraphina after all these years. So she's been in Tivermack, eh? That's where they ended up. Well, I'm glad to hear that they're doing so well. Well, I mean, apparently Tivermack isn't, well, it's no Whisperwind, apparently, but they're doing good. That's so good to hear. Even just her being alive anywhere is wonderful to hear from her. She was one of my best friends back when I was growing up. Yeah, it was her and Merrick, and Merrick was only sometimes my best friend. So she was my best friend all the time. That's so great. And her daughter, Kendra, that's incredible that she's been pursuing things like inventing and all that wonderful stuff. Last time I saw Kendra, she was just a very little girl. I'm sure she's not anymore. I mean, obviously that was 10 years ago. That's wonderful. Yeah, she did mention a possible apprenticeship for Kendra here. You know, I never even thought about having an apprentice. I guess I'm someone that I get so wrapped up in my work. I mean, you know that. That sometimes having to pause and explain things, I don't know, it wouldn't be bad, I suppose. It would just be different. But if it was someone who really understood the way that things work, or wanted to understand that and really had a passion for that, I wouldn't be opposed to it, that's for sure. Did you get a chance to meet Kendra when you were there? Oh, you did? What did you think of her? Okay, all right. It's good to know. That would be fun. Getting to train Seraphina's daughter. I'm sure that she's quite a bright mind. Seraphina was never incredibly interested in inventing of things, but she was good at repairs, that's for sure. She was quite gifted in that area. Her father was the one that actually made all those lovely little toys. Yeah, he had this fascinating toy shop. All these little mechanical things that did all sorts of different things. Yeah. And she didn't help too much with creating those things. She just didn't really care. But she helped around the shop in other ways. Yeah. And her husband, well, boyfriend, I guess, when we were little, and then, you know, later husband, he had quite a knack for blacksmithing. So I'm not surprised that he became a blacksmith in Tivermack too. How is he doing though? She didn't really mention him much in the letter. Oh, that's awful. Well, I mean, she's a strong, independent woman. Don't you get that wrong? But losing one's partner, it's always hard, no matter the reason. He was a good soul. Yeah, we were friends too. I met him through Seraphina, and at first I didn't really like him, just because Seraphina was my best man, and you know, always a bit judgmental of who they start to date. But no, he was a good man. Well, I should write a letter back. Of course, yes. Let's see, paper. I'm sure I've got. There we are. Paper and let's think. Well, okay. What do I even say? I mean, yes, I would love to meet her daughter. It's going to take quite a while to deliver a letter all the way to Tivermack. I'll have to find, well, probably have to go to Danwood, find someone going to Elan, and then when they get to Elan, they're going to have to find someone going to Tivermack. People don't really go, you know, all the way from Danwood to Tivermack. It's going to take quite a while. And then she's going to have to travel all the way here. What if she doesn't like me? What if she doesn't like Whisperwind? What if she gets here and she decides that the whole thing wasn't worth it? That would be awful. That's such a long trip. Do you think she'll like me? Well, thank you. That's good to hear, I suppose. Still though, it's going to take ages. You know what? Maybe I'll just go to Tivermack. It's been a while since I've travelled. Well, I mean, I travelled to Danwood, probably once a month or so, but I haven't gone further than that in quite a while. Travelling's always fun. Yeah, could stop in Elan too. I've got some friends there. They have a daughter. What was her name? Penelope? I think that was it. I don't know. I don't remember. She also was rather small last time I saw her. But, yeah, that could be fun. And then Kendra could meet me and, decide for herself whether she wanted to come or not. Maybe I should bring some things with me. I could bring a sonar blaster and something, yeah, just to, sort of show what I can do so she knows I'm not just all talk. Oh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going for a job interview or something. Oh dear. Well, thanks. I'm glad that you think I'm brilliant. Hopefully she will too. That'd be nice, actually, have someone else around here help out. I mean, of course, I'll start her out something rather simple just to sort of gauge where she is, and then we can go from there. But if she's as bright as Seraphina made her sound in the letter, that would be fun, I think. Yeah. Well, thank you again for bringing me this letter. It's so crazy that you bumped into one of my old friends. It's wonderful. I love my life here in Whisperwind. Since we moved here, I have never once seriously considered leaving. Don't get me wrong. But, every now and then, the urge hits just to go in and see who I can find out there, Other survivors of Brighthaven who spread out to who knows where. Just to, know that they're okay. Part of the reason we moved up here was so that people wouldn't ask questions. But, every once in a while it would be nice to have someone around who knows, I mean, I got Merrick. I always got Merrick. Of course, he's a right prick sometimes, so it only half counts. But, yeah, you know what? I think I'll just go to Tivermack. Meet Kendra for real. And of course, spend some time with Seraphina. That would be wonderful. Well, thank you again for bringing that to me. I'm glad that you went to Tivermack. Was your journey pleasant? Mostly. All right, I suppose that's fair. It was quite a long journey. Well, thank you for bringing that for me, and welcome back. I'm glad you're here.
Someday, I may actually finish a task that I start without being interrupted by someone. But apparently today is not that day. Alright. Oh, it's you. You've returned from your journey to Tivermack, I see. Well, welcome home, I suppose. How was your journey? Successful, I hope. Good. Did you find Maggie? You did? Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad that she's still there. How is she doing? Okay, well, glad she's okay, at least. Oh, you have oh dear, a letter for me. Really? Okay. Well, thank you for delivering this. Be very eager to see what she says. What? No, I'm not going to tell you what it says. Was this a letter addressed to you? I didn't think so. Pretty sure that this was a letter that she wrote to me, correct? All right, then. Then it will remain my letter. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. Thank you for bringing this to me. I suppose I'll read the rest of it later when you're not here. Oh, something else? Sure, yes. Oh, sure, I'll take a look at something for you. I can't promise that I'll know what it is, but always happy to try. Sure. Oh, that's lovely. A beautiful pendant. It's a very interesting stone. You know, I've never seen one before, but I think I might have an idea of what this is. From long ago in my studies, I suppose. Is this, by any chance, a moonstone? It is. Fascinating. I didn't know that there were any left in this kingdom anymore. Yes, it's lovely. The gentle array of colors. The fact that it's cold to the touch when you touch it. Yes, this is from a culture from across the sea, I believe. Hasn't journeyed here in quite a while. A relic, almost, if you'd like to think of it that way. Now, this was apparently part of some sort of magical practice from the land that it's from. And apparently the moonstone was a symbol of luck and protection, according to their lore, at least. So, I'm not sure if that holds any significance anymore, but that's at least what they used to say about it. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I don't know much more about it, but I can tell you that at least. Whoever wears it is said to be well taken care of and well looked after, at least. It's a lovely piece. You always find the most fascinating things on your adventures, don't you? Well, here you are. Yeah, keep that safe. Or give it to someone that you'd like to see taken care of and protected, I suppose. Either way, it's quite a valuable pendant, if you ask me. Maybe not monetarily. I mean, besides perhaps Zot, I'm sure she would buy it from you for the fascinating story behind it. But for the uniqueness of the item. Definitely, well, probably one of a kind, in this kingdom at least. Anyway, is there something else that you needed? Okay, well, I should probably get back. I was working on replenishing some of my stock that needed to be updated. But thank you. Thank you very much for delivering that letter. I'm glad that you found Maggie and that she's okay. Yeah. Good to know that she's still there, at least. Well, thank you. I don't want to take up any more of your time, but I appreciate you stopping by. All right. Well, hey, if you ever need anything, of course, stop by. I'm in your debt for delivering such a valuable letter. All right. And welcome home. It's good to have you back.
Yes, Rosie, I'll get to it, don't worry. Hi! Oh my gosh, it's you. Welcome. Please, yeah, come sit down. It is so good to see you. Well, how are you? I mean, you look kind of tired, but for the most part, you look good. How was your journey to Tivermack? Good. I'm glad that it was successful. So you found what it was that you were looking for. Good. Glad to hear it. Well, can I get you a drink? Good. Do I have to ask what you want? Good. Also good. Got your favorite. Always have your favorite. I'm so glad that you like my elderflower ale. Always got some here for you. There you go. Little taste of home for you. So, tell me all about it. Did you have any crazy adventures that you risked your life for? Oh, you did? I was joking. Well, I'm very glad that you're home in one piece then. Hopefully there won't be any near-death experiences for you in the near future. At least not here in Whisperwind. You have something for me? What? Oh, that's right. I did ask you to bring me a map, didn't I? Well, thank you. Tivermack. Strange city, as far as what I've heard about it anyway. It's exciting. Huh. That is pretty strange looking, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, the water has definitely eroded a lot of the land in there. So these little islands, that must be sort of the bedrock, huh? Fascinating. So can you point out some places that you were? Yeah, what do you know? The Salty Dog. Sounds like a wholesome inn, doesn't it? Not so much. Fair. Not everywhere is like Whisperwind, huh? The Salty Dog. Interesting. Oh yeah, what's that one? Ooh, the manor of the magistrate's house. You talked to the magistrate, huh? Oh, his wife. I see. Wait, wasn't she from Elan? I thought so. Yeah, she went there probably a few years ago, back when I was still living in Elan. Interesting. Yeah, she was, older than me, but I don't know. I never really liked her that much. Well, I hope that she's doing well for herself there, I guess. Okay, where else did you go? Ooh, the blacksmiths. Interesting. Anything like our Isabel? Really? Oh, wow. She actually knew Isabel? That's crazy. Wow. An old friend of hers from before Isabel moved here. I honestly don't know that much about Isabel. About her life before coming to Whisperwind. She keeps to herself, I guess. Which is fair. I mean, I keep to myself too, with most people. Wow. Well, thank you. This will be really fun to look through. Thanks. Now, how much was it? What do I owe you? Please, come on. Let me pay you for it. I told you that I would pay you for it. Fine. You're not paying for that drink, though. No, who am I kidding? You never pay for drinks. It's part of your little perks of getting to stay here. Actually, speaking of which, I talked to Merrick about your living arrangements while you were gone. You know, you've been staying in that room above the tavern for quite a while now. And I don't want to assume that you'll be here forever. And it's okay if you're not. But I did talk to Merrick about extending a more permanent rental agreement with you. So it would actually be sort of like what I have. Although instead of you working here, you would still be paying, but it would be a lot cheaper. So if you were interested in something like that, I mean, you don't have to, but if you think you might be calling Whisperwind your home for a while more, it would save you money in the long run. Yeah? Okay, great. Yeah, I'll have Merrick find you tomorrow, okay? You guys can talk it about amongst yourselves. Great. Well, glad to hear it. It's nice to have you here. It was quiet while you were gone. So quiet. I swear, no one had anything to talk about except Farmer Rankin's chickens, and he just needs to build a better chicken coop, honestly. Like, they keep getting into other people's gardens, and then everybody else gets mad, and it's always... I'm about to go out there and build him a chicken coop myself at this point, just so I can stop hearing about it. Anyway, you're much more interesting to talk to. What do you mean you have something else for me? I didn't ask you to get anything else. You didn't have to get me a gift. All right, fine, yeah. What is this? Oh, wow. That is beautiful. What a beautiful necklace. What kind of stone is this? It's enchanting. It's almost translucent. Looks like it almost changes color in the light, too. A moonstone. That's a perfect name for it. That's lovely. Oh, it's like cold to the touch. Fascinating. From a country across the sea, huh? Interesting. Well, that's beautiful. Thank you. I'm afraid I don't have anything for you. But it's good to have you home. It's really good. What? Yes, Rosie, I'm coming. Sorry, I gotta go see what she needs before she comes out here and starts, you know, her. Anyway, I would love to hear more about your trip later. Are you gonna be up for a little while? I mean, I'm sure you're pretty tired from your trip, so if you need to head to bed, that's fine. We can always talk later, but I mean, if you're, you know, around once it gets a little less busy. Okay, good. Well, you enjoy that elderflower ale, and I'll catch up with you later, okay? Okay. Here, grab those things, get those out of your way for you. Oh, and hey, welcome home. Hello, dearie. It's so good to see you. Welcome home. It's been quite a while since last you appeared in my shop, hasn't it? Yes. How was your journey to Tivermack? Quite eventful, I dare say. Yes. Well, were you successful in your mission, I suppose, in going to Tivermack? You were. So you found Maggie. Oh, that's wonderful news. You know, there's sort of this balance with loved ones in your life who want to be independent. You want to know that they're okay, but you want to give them their space and respect, when they need to not be with you anymore. But there's always a part of you that just wants them home, just wants them to at least know that you're thinking about them and that you still care about them. It's wonderful that you found Maggie. Thank you for journeying all the way to Tivermack just to seek her out. I'm sure she was not easy to find. Now, did you happen to find a certain chest when you found Maggie? You did? Oh, I'm so glad she still had it. I mean, that would be quite sad if she had sold it. She knew that was rather important to me. And it was important to her, too, for the record, when we were children, at least. Oh, there it is. Oh, my goodness. I haven't seen this in years. Just as beautiful and enchanting as I remember it. Aren't those markings just fascinating? All of the squiggling lines go to and fro, plated in silver. This beautiful green wood. It's lovely. Unlike anything I've ever seen made by humans. Definitely made by the elves. It's gorgeous. Well, are you as curious as I am to see what's actually in this? Good. All right. Shall we open it together? I feel like you've at least earned that, right? With your entire journey, tirelessly looking for this. You've earned all of that and more. Shall we see what's in here? Wonderful. Now, where did I put that key? I just tucked it somewhere around here so I would know. Ah, there we are. The mysterious key that started it all. I'm so glad I was cleaning my attic that day. All right. Now for the moment we've been waiting for. It fits perfectly. It's empty. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh my goodness, I was joking. Oh. That look on your face. I am so sorry. I couldn't resist. That was terrible of me. I apologize. It is not empty. There's actually quite a few things in here, it looks like. Strange. Shall we see together? That was a mean prank that I pulled, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Anyway, back to the chest. Looks like there's quite a few pages that look like they were torn from Penham's journal, but they're not full pages. And look, some of them are burned around the edges, actually. Strange. All of these symbols, I mean, the writing is Elven, which I expected, but it looks like there are other symbols on here. Wait, I wonder if these are the same symbols. Where did that book of spells go? Where did I put it? These might be alchemical symbols, or symbols from the elves' rune casting magic. I think that's what these might be. I'll have to look, but I think these symbols mean different runes. Wait, do these fit together? I think they do. Is this all one huge complex spell? Oh my goodness. What on earth was this for? A spell this complex, from my very limited understanding, can only mean a very, very powerful spell. What exactly was she trying to do? It's definitely got little scribbles of Elven on here. I'll have to take some time and translate this. See what this fascinating spell could be. Not that we would ever be able to cast it. I have absolutely no idea where I would come by runes to actually do a spell like this. But it would still be interesting to know. This feels like the culmination of Penham's research while she was here. It's something at least very important. She wouldn't spend all this time crafting such a large and complex spell for nothing. I think once we find out what this is, this could tell us quite a lot about what Penham found here and why she went so mysteriously quiet after a while in her journal. Interesting. Well, I guess I don't know what that's about right this moment, but once I translate it with my translation stone, we'll find out what that means, all right? Oh, there's more in here still. Look at that. You see that? A ring. Looks like it's made of bronze, most likely. It's not an element normally used by the elves. They crafted more in steel or silver or gold, usually for jewelry. It's got very interesting markings on the side, too. I don't think it's dwarven, but it looks like it's maybe got some dwarven influence to it. Interesting. If Penham locked this in that chest with her notes, it's gotta be important to something. It feels important, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, hopefully some of these notes will shed some light on what this ring is, too. I don't see a drawing of the ring. Doesn't necessarily mean that the writing doesn't pertain to it, though. We'll see, won't we? Looks like I've got my work cut out for me, doesn't it? Let's put those back for now. Wait, there's something else here. Tucked down almost in a corner. Another key. Of course there's another key. Wouldn't be so simple that all of the answers were in one chest, would it? Equally intriguing and almost a little bit annoying, isn't it? Nothing is ever straightforward, least of all with Penham. Looks like whatever riddle we're trying to solve here, we're not quite finished, are we? Interesting. Well, tell you what, you give me a few days or so to translate these pages, all of these notes, and try to decipher what this spell is. I mean, like I said, I'm absolutely no expert when it comes to the ancient magic of the elves, but I will give it my very best go and see what we can learn, okay? Then maybe we'll find out what that ring and this key are for, too. Strange. What are you trying to tell us, Penham? It's important, whatever it is. Maybe it's even dangerous. There's so many different parts, so many different hoops to jump through. Interesting. Well, that certainly is some food for thought, isn't it? I'm glad to have you along this journey of discovery with me. I'm glad that there's someone else in this town who cares about Penham's work, about her world, about what she left behind for us to find, apparently. Fascinating. Well, thank you. Thank you for finding this. And for finding Maggie. How is she? Oh, you have a letter. Oh. Thank you. It's been so long since I've heard from her. You know, I've sent a few letters to Tivermack. She responded to one early on, but it's been years since she's written me back. This will be wonderful to read. Hopefully she isn't as vague as Penham. No, being vague wasn't really Maggie's style. Not with me, at least. Yeah, that's her handwriting, all right. Thank you. Thank you for bringing this to me. Proof that my sister is alive and at least kind of well. Well enough to write me a letter and not be super alarming. At least in the first few lines. I take it that she wasn't ready to return on her own. Okay. Maybe she'll speak more of that in this letter, huh? I'm sure I'll find out. I know she has her reasons. Maybe someday she'll feel better about coming home. At least to visit. Just something. I mean, she doesn't have to stay. I know that Whisperwind felt very small to her, I think, after whatever happened with Farron. But I'm glad that she's okay. Maybe someday she'll come home. Someday.